Thank you. At this time, I'd like to go to our 3:30 special commendation, which will be offered today by our colleague from District 10, Supervisor Malia Cohen.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually very excited and privileged to introduce to you a gentleman by the name of Dr. Andre Campbell. If you and your wife could come up to the podium very quickly. The reason why I just wanted to take a moment to introduce this gentleman to you because he's one of San Francisco's unsung heroes, and I think that we need to do a better job of acknowledging not only mentors but leaders in the community. Dr. Campbell is a professor of clinical surgery at UCSF and a graduate of Harvard University and UCSF School of Medicine. He completed his internal medicine, general surgery, and surgical critical care residencies at the Columbia Presbyterian Medical in New York. As a trauma and acute care surgeon at San Francisco General Hospital, Dr. Campbell saves lives every single time he goes to work. He makes a difference every day by serving those that are in emergency situations. Now, as you know, San Francisco General Hospital is the only trauma hospital in San Francisco, and it treats everyone. And the reason why I asked Dr. Campbell to join us today is to express our gratefulness to him and his service for District 10 in particular. Now, this is the doctor when one of my constituents or Avalos's constituents or Campos constituents get shot. This is the doctor that's actually pulling out the bullets and stitching them up and educating them on how their life has value. This is the man, and I brought him here today so that you can take a look and you can understand what exactly what a lifesaver looks like. So I'm deeply grateful for Dr. Campbell and for the enormous impact that he has as one individual on our whole and entire community. I'm very proud to honor him today. Dr. Campbell, do you have any words that you'd like to briefly share with us?
Yes, I have a few words. Good afternoon, members of the Board of Supervisors, and first of all, thank you so much for that very kind introduction. It was extremely moving. Members of the Board of Supervisors and distinguished guests, I'd like to thank Supervisor Cohen for the Certificate of Honor in recognition of my impact as a trauma surgeon and professor of surgery for my professional accomplishments and contributions to the community. I am deeply honored and humbled that I've been selected for this recognition during Black History Month. I'm also sorry that I was not able to come here in February to receive this award, but I had scheduling issues and previous commitments. I've worked for the past 17 years as a trauma surgeon at San Francisco General Hospital. It is the only trauma center in the city. It is one of the first trauma centers in the United States. In my opinion, it is the best trauma center in the United States. We stand ready 24/7 to care for any injured patient in San Francisco. We also have a general hospital caring for the uninsured and underinsured. Each year we deliver between 1,100 and 1,200 babies. 55,000 patients are cared for in our emergency department. San Francisco General Hospital also receives the most ambulance traffic of any hospital in the city of San Francisco. Recently, we've all seen the headlines in the media of the impact that a natural disaster had in Japan. The earthquake and tsunami that even affected the California coast and resulted in numerous loss of life. We see how important it is to have a strong trauma center and a strong trauma system as we live in the earthquake-prone Bay Area. I represent the thousands of dedicated physicians, surgeons, nurses, administrators, and therapists who care for the 100,000 patients who are treated at San Francisco General Hospital. I have to acknowledge the immense support that the members of the Board of Supervisors, that would be all of you, would have. And I also want to thank you for voting yes on Prop A to save General Hospital, the heart of the city. We appreciate that. It was the largest bond issue in history and received 83% approval. Each day when I hear the construction, I'm proud that we'll continue to provide care on the future in Potrero Hill and Potrero on Mission Street, Potrero District and Mission. I've dedicated my life to providing care for injured patients in our community. I have in the past discussed the impact of violence that has on our community in this forum and others. We still have an epidemic of violence in our community that I see every day. It has disproportionately affected African American young people and people who live in the southeast part of San Francisco. This week, the murders that took place over the weekend in the city point to the fact that we still have much work to do in our community in the future. You all have many of you have been out here to visit San Francisco General Hospital, and I've seen some of you already. You have my personal invitation to come and visit with me and the dedicated practitioners at San Francisco General Hospital. At San Francisco General Hospital, we're skilled at caring for injured patients, but we can't save everyone who come to our hospital, as noted by the patients who've died in the last few days. Telling a loved one bad news is the most difficult part of my job, and I wish I would never have to hear the screams of bereaved families ever again. In conclusion, once again, I want to thank Supervisor Cohen for this recognition. I'd like to thank my wife, Jillian, who's here, who's quite nervous. My family, who have allowed me to do the work that I do at San Francisco General Hospital and spend numerous hours working there to save the lives of injured patients from San Francisco who are cared for at our hospital. Thank you for allowing me to say a few words this afternoon.
Thank you. Thank you for coming and sharing your message. And wait just a minute.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Didn't
Where else
expect
can you
but I
get that? A standing ovation.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Right.
In closing, I also would like to recognize your wife. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a dynamic duo. Mrs. Campbell also is a nurse over at General Hospital and also serves our city and county, and thank you for your service as well.
I have to clap loud so I don't get into trouble.
Thank you, and congratulations. Good to see you both. Why don't we go back to general public comment, and if our next speaker could please step up to the microphone.